This is something we can work with. Sure, I'm missing some. Suppose I should double check what styles to put there instead of just guessing. I saved that on the screen. I saved this one. Try this one more time, and then if this doesn't work, I'll double check that. That's not right. Aha, okay, so there's our button. After I must specify a background brush because right now my window just samples whatever's behind it. But we have a window and we have a button. So that's what the issue was. WS child was not specified. So let's specify that for all of these. I'm going to comment them and see if they all compile appropriately. So this WS child means that it's a child window, which is necessary because these are children of my main window. But I forgot to specify that. Because I forgot to specify that, my entire program crashed. With no hint as to what the actual problem was. Okay, so I'm going to leave these in here and see if these work, and if they do, I'll change this one back to that and just see what happens. So, also I need to specify a color thing here. This is called background brush, I think. Let me just double check that real quick. Okay, it's the HBR background. This is going to be a brush that paints the background. Each brush is just a handle to a brush. And we'll just get a standard, which will be a white brush. Alright, so let's save this. And see what we get this time. Alright, so I now have my white background, I now have my clear, plus, minus, times, and divide buttons. And the reason why I wanted to stop before I went any further and do this is because that looks terrible. So I want to get this ironed out now before I went ahead and And I wanted to do this now before I went ahead and created all of the number buttons and then have everything all looking terrible. I want to get this straightened out and make this look nice, and then I will go ahead and do the number buttons. As you can see, this one needs to get a bit taller and could get a bit longer too. And these need to expand, and these two are on top of each other. So let's get that straightened out. And we'll also get rid of that message box that we shouldn't need. And we'll get rid of this one too. Probably I should put something in here so that if the window doesn't create, we say a message and exit, but we're just gonna ignore that for now. Align this appropriately again. Okay. And as you can see, the get module handle function that I wanted to try did work. So we'll get rid of my global variable, because everybody hates global variables. Although in Pascal you have to do them, which is why Pascal is cool. Anyway. Okay. So let's see how we should. Okay, so this was at 1040, height of 15. Let's make that a height of 20 and a width of 50 just to make it look okay. We'll get each of these. Height and width of, oh yes, okay, what am I? Okay, that's the stat, so that can stay. That was 15. We'll leave that at that. These ones here, let's change this to 70. We'll make each of these 20. Okay, let's see how that looks. Two bars on top of each other. Okay, but these look better. So we got our clear button, plus, minus, times, and division, so that's way down. But that'll be okay once I move division down. So division here should be at 60. Okay. So those buttons should be good. So then if we want to make our number of buttons next to that, so let's see. Okay, so these ones start at 10 and have a width of 20. So let's start our number buttons at 40. Will give us 10 on either side of our function buttons. And I'm going to make 3 in a column. Another variable for that. You can't declare variables inside here in this C language. It's not going to like that. Additional lists I just can't do. And we'll use the VTF num, although it doesn't really matter. Okay, so what this should do So what I want to do here is create an ASCII character. So this is expecting an alternate string, so maybe it's wrong to do what I would do. It's okay. I'll just put them together here. That should work. So what this will do is this will take character 0, which is character 48, I believe, in ASCII, and it will add 3 times my row plus my column, which will give me the character that I want for my button text. Okay, now for the X and Y location. So let's do, we're going to start at 40, so we'll do 40 plus 30 times J for the X location, and then for the Y location. Let's see, these ones started at 70, so we'll start these at 70. That should be our Y location. And for the width and the height, we'll just do 20 because they'll be the same shape as the others. And then for the button ID, let's recall our base one. We called it IDB init. So that will create a unique button ID ranging from 110 to 109 or 108. Wait. It'll start at 110 and it'll end at 108. So that'll be 9 buttons in total for the button ID. Because remember, like I said before, the unique ID for the button is what we need to save, not the pointer to it. Okay, so let's save this and see if that creates our wall of buttons. I'll have to create 0 separately. It'll be outside that array, but we'll just see how this looks. There, 7, 6, 7, 5 of them. I'm not sure how you can get that. Oh, duh, because I forgot the other bracket. There we go. And since I'm here, I will create 0. Just to save some time, so I have to be right here. Of course, that reminds me this method is what I want in. So 0 is not going to be in that array. And let's see, where do we want to make 0 be? Make it next to the division button. And I think this is the length. We can make this one a little bit longer. Just to make this nicer, we'll add 1 in here. That way 0 will be ID 110, and the others will be ID 1 to 9. That'll make more sense in our numerical processing. So parentheses around the whole thing. Alright, see what this gives us. And of course I got that backwards, but we have our buttons. And I forgot the equals button too, but that's okay. We'll add that in, we'll fix 0. Alright, we're doing good. shift this over so you can add 0 or equals in rather. Let's move this one over. Oh, of course I forgot to add these up. Okay. So, remember, we said we would start out at IDB func for the original, but then we have to add one to create the next one, so I forgot to do that. So we have unique IDs for each of the buttons. Okay. Okay, so that should be all of our buttons created. So now to get messages for when someone clicks a button, we need the WM command function. Okay, so it looks like all this is passed through wprogram. So the highwood of wprogram contains the notification code, which would be that the button was clicked, and the lowword contains the control identifier, which is which button was clicked. So let's see. So this would be, this is, let me double check if that's wrong. Okay, so let's see. So let's, for a test, let's just set the text of the edit control equal to whatever button was clicked. So as far as that goes, so let's just say call this thing LBLRES. I'm going to string to send it. So because the low word is going to have that ID number that we gave the controller. Okay, so this is what I ended up with. I played around with the set text for a while and just wasn't getting anywhere. So rather than waste a whole bunch of time on it, I just went with something that I thought might work, and it did. So every time that a person clicks a button, I just destroy the window and then create a whole new window with the appropriate text. This should not have to happen. There should be a way to do it with set text, but I'm not going to take the time to figure that out right now. This works. If I go to my program, now whenever I click a button, see I do get that button text up in my display. So now that we have that, we are ready to actually do some math now. So I'm just going to do this since we don't need that anymore. 0, that would be interesting. Okay. So let's declare some global variables for doing math. So this will be an immediate, so as you type in keys, the number you're typing in will be stored here, and the sum result will be stored here. We'll have doubles. Let's go down and create function. We'll clear both of those. So now we need to start breaking up our functions based on the IDs. So if this is that's the clear button. Set everything to 0. And of course clear out our text box. What ID do we give to the function buttons? So if we have a function button, we're going to want to switch based on what function we have. So let's just grab my other parenthesis here. So IDB func should be the plus key. We can just double check that over here, what we set each of these to. So IDB func, if we look, is plus IDB func plus 1 is minus, plus 2 is times, plus 3 is divide, and plus 4 is equals. And then we want to display this, so and of course we need to make a result string. We can actually convert the number to a string. That should probably be enough. I just make an array of strings. That's the right call for this. And then we just want to pass our newly created string down here. Okay, so we're going to leave that like that for now. I'll come back and do the rest of the functions so I know that that works correctly. And of course I put it in the wrong place. So this was actually supposed to go down here. Okay, and then our last case will be for an actual number key. So we're going to multiply immediate by 10 to shift it over 1 digit. We're going to convert the intermediate result to a string and put it in the label for display. Okay, then we can get rid of all this. Not anymore. Okay, so this should work then. This will shift immediate over by 10, add in whatever key was pressed, convert it to a string, and display, hopefully. Forgot to fix that so that it displays the right string. And this is where clearly you can just set this to 0. Okay, so we'll compile this and see what we get. Okay, looks like there's probably the case statement. Case statement not closed. Oh, that is a constant. No, that is a constant. If I did. Oh, that's okay. What did I call it up here? compiled. Let's see what happens if we run it. Well, okay. Not quite the result I was expecting. Clear works though. Right, so what would be causing 9 to show up every time?